Hello children and welcome to today's session. We all have learned that movement is a special feature of all living beings. We know that human beings and animals move from one place to another in order to get food, in order to save themselves from high temperature, rain, and also to protect themselves from getting hit by predators. So movement is a very important part of living beings. Even plants move. As we know that the shoot tip of the plant moves towards light and the root tip of the plant moves towards earth. That is, it goes straight down. So in this chapter, we are going to learn more about movement, the body movements in human beings and certain other animals. So let us understand about the movement in our body. So we all know that human beings have got two sets of limbs. They have got the forelimbs, which are our hands, and we have got our hind limbs, which are our legs. The entire human body is made up of many kinds of bones. अब ये सारी bones जो हैं ये जगह जगह पर joints से connected हैं. इन joints की वजह से we can move our body in so many different ways. Let us understand about these joints in this short video. So we will learn about the movable joints. These movable joints are at different places. The hinge joint. The hinge joint is at our elbow. It helps the movement of arm up and down, just like the hinges of a door. The ball and socket joint, like the joint at our hip, helps the hips and the legs to move in different direction. The same joint is also present in our shoulders. It is like a ball that is connected to a hollow socket which allows movement in all directions. The pivot joint is the joint that connects our neck to our backbone. This allows forward and backward movement as well as sideways. We can also rotate our neck in all directions. Gliding joint is like the joint in our ankles and the joint in our hands. Wrist. This is the joint that helps the movement of our wrist and of our ankles. Having studied the various kinds of joints in human body, let us understand the different components of the human skeleton. हमारी सारी bones मिलकर बनाती हैं skeleton. There are 206 bones in the entire human skeleton. So let's discuss about the skull. हमारी सारी bones और bone systems कोई ना कोई organ को protect करते हैं. Skull किसको protect करता है? हमारे brain को. Skull के अंदर there is only one movable part which is the lower jaw. Rest of it is entirely fixed. अब हम आते हैं अपने rib cage के ऊपर. Rib cage is a set of 12 bones that contains our lungs and our heart. It is connected to the breastbone in the front and the spinal cord or the vertebral column at the back. There are two floating ribs जो पीछे से connected होती हैं but front में connected नहीं होती हैं. The back of the rib cage is connected to the backbone. अब backbone क्या है? बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी bones को combine करके एक flexible backbone बनाई गई है. This helps us to move forward, backward, sideways and twist our body. Backbone का क्या function होता है? Backbone हमारी spinal cord को protect करती है. We must have seen X-rays of different kinds. X-rays के अंदर हमारी bones को बहुत clearly देखा जा सकता है. As you can see in this example, this is the X-ray of our shoulder. This is the X-ray of our chest, the knee and the hands. So X-rays actually are a way which tell us कि हमारी body की bones के अंदर कहाँ पे कोई दिक्कत आ रही है. अब हमारी सारी body की जो bones हैं वो किसी ना किसी तरीके से backbone से connected हैं. But arms directly connected नहीं होती. The arms are connected to the backbone with the help of the shoulder girdle. Similarly, the legs are connected to the backbone with the help of hip girdle. Bones की movement के लिए we have muscles. Muscles क्या होते हैं? Muscles एक tiny layer होते हैं over our bones which help in the movement of the bones. Now, how do muscles work? Muscles work by contracting and by expanding. और मसल्स की इस कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और एक्सपेंशन की मूवमेंट की वजह से बोन्स मूव करते हैं. सो बोन्स कैन नॉट फंक्शन विदाउट मसल्स. दैट इज वाई इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम प्रोटीन रिच डाइट लें सो दैट द मसल्स रिमेन स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड हेल्दी. Also, we are going to learn about movement in different animals. So, let us take the example of an earthworm. अब earthworm के अंदर different जगहों पर स्केल्स होते हैं. इन स्केल्स की वजह से वो अपनी बॉडी को ड्रैग करके सरफेस के ऊपर मूव कर सकता है. The earthworm also has moist skin. इस moist skin की वजह से it is able to breathe. अब बात करते हैं स्नेल की. स्नेल की बॉडी के ऊपर एक बहुत सॉलिड शेल होता है. दिस शेल डज नॉट हेल्प इन मूवमेंट, बट ये शेल प्रोटेक्ट करता है स्नेल को एनिमी से और अनफेवरेबल एनवायरनमेंट से. इफ यू सी द बॉडी ऑफ द स्नेल इज कनेक्टेड टू द शेल. ये बॉडी ऑफ द स्नेल जो होती है इसकी वेवी मोशन की वजह से स्नेल मूव कर पाता है. In insects like cockroaches, they have 6 legs which help them to move along surfaces. Birds have distinct features, as we all have learnt time and again that birds have a streamlined body, birds have lightweight bones, birds have feathers, birds have wings which help in the movement. A fish, just like the birds, has got a streamlined body जिसकी वजह से वो move करती है. The fins help in swimming. The tail fin helps in changing direction. The gills help in breathing. So we see that different kinds of animals have got different ways of moving from one place to another. The snake also moves from one place to another with the help of its body scales. With the help of these scales, it is able to drag itself along the surface, and a snake does not walk in a straight line, as we all know. It moves in curves. So children, in this chapter you have learned about movement inside the human body. You have learned about movement in different organisms like earthworms, snails, birds, fish and snakes. Thank you.